who's back after things decide to be annoying. So we're gonna try to finish this. And I've been trying to like figure out like what the issue is over time, but I don't know. It's been a pain in my booty. Let's try to finish this off. I appreciate you guys coming back and support me even with my. I don't know what's wrong with it exactly. I don't know. Like yesterday, I ran it all day. Maybe this game isn't optimized. I don't know. I ran it all day yesterday with Lethal Company, no issues. Wants to be stupid with this game. I don't know what it is. I think it might be a power issue, but yeah, it was like, oh, let's shut off on us, and yeah, pain in the ass. And I tried to up a YouTube video really quick to fix this. That it would fix whatever the problem was, but we'll see. It has like all these new cards, and I'll take it in next month or after taxes or something. So we go before anyone lacks. They want to challenge us to a cook-off, so we're gonna step up and tell them you're on. Bit of lunchtime competition. Count me in if I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool. Fool? Good one, Van Van. I love your gumps and lumps. I don't know why. I almost said lumpa. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll step up. Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sports thing. Finally, a little sense. Breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn the timer on. Just then, a huge light blasts in your face, flashing the words "timer ready." That's what I'm talking about. Aroo! I'm gonna speed through some of these without reading. Hopefully, you guys can keep up without reading because some of them were going like really fast, like 3 seconds, 8 seconds. Yeah. Continue forward. Stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. That's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now my chance to shine. Also, I'll label the video as part 1, 2, and 3. One from Friday, Uh, two from earlier before it disconnected, and then this will be part three. Now part four, if I'd stack like a... I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy from day one. You're feeling like you can really impress him again here. Time to boil some water for the potatoes. Being fast, if the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick 100 Celsius. Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. You're going to need to season that chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. 11 spices. That's right. You might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Ooh, spicy. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to alleviate your craft. Gratitude? That's right, you must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I cannot read that fast enough and, like, pick from the options as the timer's running. Sorry, fast. Classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is stronger and faster than you. Better pick up the pace if you want to survive. Poor child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. That's right, this is your shot. You're not going to miss it. It was basically asking, like, where you came from. That's right. Okay. That's right, this is your shot and you're not going to miss it. Aroo! You're trying to shut out the noise, the arena, and focus on your cooking. Silence. Okay, so we're trying to meditate, so we're trying to focus on silence? That's right, when they taste your cooking, they will be so taken with it that they'll be unable to speak. Notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Luna. Actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget that what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. Yeah. What were you thinking? Get your mind back in a competition? You're stranded on a desert island with only one dirt book. Which do you take? What a hunk. Oh my god, no! Don't do this to me! You know, right? You know what? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? I don't know, you give me all these horrible options of date. Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. Next station, Ashley has begun plating elements of her disc. It's colorful and complex. Makeup time. You toss the biscuit dough into the stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilize its in the battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Might not have any hands, but Luna does, and a good chef needs to put in the dough to know when it's properly mixed. An easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue the dough, or it's overmixed. Sorry, I was making sure the volume was working. So nervous that When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious. You immediately shove your hand in the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. No, don't do that. I would never do that. There's a thing called set the hand mixer off, unplug the power cord. No, no. But you're not fast enough, and your hand gets stuck. And it's immediately crushed by quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the mats. Hi again. Hi. Sorry for the DC. I'll try to figure out what's wrong with it. Colonel Sanders shakes his head and says, what you often find is that the easy way can turn out much more difficult. I love how this guy thinks that offering words of inspiration and trying to focus is helpful. Everyone stop what you're doing. The spell is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my disc. Here, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed disc ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Luna's injury. Gee, Sprinkles begins to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the disc. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights taking you on a journey of flavor. Taste good and tell the story. Excellent. I was going to ask Luna to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid pouring this steamer of delicate hot sauce difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside you'll find a fried chicken croquette, top, a slice of honeycomb, ice cream two ways, tender nugget, and pearls of blueberry gelée. I don't know how to say that. Time for me to get some sleep now. Have a good night. Well, I'll do a hydration in a bit. Colonel Sanders seems to be intrigued, not impressed, as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize your rays. Ill. Your rays burn so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. Flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash and fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the semester. Perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried eyebrow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Sight of you, storm rages. Colonel Sanders, probably here to tell you he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. What a silly idea. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Take that water sip. Try to hide from him, but he approaches directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. You should get that checked. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. It wasn't always the man you see before you enrolled in culinary school. Incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sir. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstet, 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 obstetrician. God, that word. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. Passionate about livestock, I can, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I lost my innocence when I picked up a firearm, put a bullet in my rival. Oh my! And he survived for a while, anyhow. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something, not no amount of hours, labor, or money steer me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes his focus each night inside of him, a burning passion, one has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yeah! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before. Prepare for the worst. It's the Spork Monster! Oh no. I? Porco! It is I! I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight, the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but... Hi, Suta, how are you? I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monsters, problems, am I right? Aw, thanks, Porco. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of the night can really rile up a person. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I did not go into attack mode. I defended the first time. Thank you very much. Aw, thank you for the cookie. I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person in under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster. See? Oh, I don't believe it. You were a human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Till one day, some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me. I was forever transformed. Second. Didn't even check if my YouTube went live. Okay, yeah. YouTube. Love you. Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a kid. Till one day, some mean kids with a spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me. And I was transformed. I was forever transformed. Magic spellbook. Precisely. I procured a copy of it for myself. Somewhere along the way, I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would come through sorcery and style. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. Sounds like there are some bad cooks in of life, Luna. Together I am sure we can defeat. Come back to my hideaway. Hideaway? Personal invite? Can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like. But it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his start to feel a special bond with him. Looks like you live such an exciting life. Look at him, born with a goatee and a drumstick in it. Okay, that's probably more like 4 or 5-year-old, but whatever. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Working on new recipes of your own lately. I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something just aside this tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors, and I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Bill Sanders' eyes perks up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing with the mashed potato. It's something to pair. It's meant to pair with something spicy, something crisp, perhaps both. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new him or keep it a secret? Okay, we'll reveal it. Decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be. Original cooking with Bill Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first, even lunch bag for a special dish being on ice all day. Present to you my original coleslaw. That can go with spicy things? I'm sorry, but Luna is not impressed. Luna hates coleslaw. Shredded cabbage disc glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent! Together you chow down on the creamy coleslaw. There's just a spoonful remains in the bowl. I think they mean in the trash. Thank you very much. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later. Think back on this moment. How can anyone love something so vile as coleslaw? I'm disgusted on the inside and want to throw up. Love vegetables, but I do not like the idea, texture, or the sugar on it. So gross to me. I could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. Realize that now would be the perfect time to do. Around the room are various items that each item seems to radiate memories and tap on an item to discover more about Colonel Sanders. You notice very realistic stuff and sitting on a corner table. It's on a stand. Oh wait, I didn't read it all! I hope you guys read it all, because I didn't. Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders. Live. Little note clipped to the chicken's foot. The true state bird of the great Kentucky. Of course, in this game is like, oh, if you click, then you go on to the next sentence. Tap an item to discover more about Colonel Sanders. At the window across the vast lake, mountain range. Just then, most of the student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world to quest to avenge my death? What? I've never learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell right now. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? Open window a crack and the ghost of a student is swept out with a breeze. Items to click on each. Must be where he keeps his recipe. Think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As you turn to dial 11, 11, 11, safe opens. Inside, find a single note. Can chicken be prepared? Here, that part right there. Tap on an item to discover more about Colonel Sanders. I did not read. All I saw was like something style. Anyone else read that or tell what it said? Take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, it says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past years." And poor guy. Tap on an item to discover more about Colonel Sanders. One of the framed photos was an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders. They hold fried chicken drumsticks. Appear to be cheersing with them. That's not what the picture says, but okay. You look closely and see there's a short inscription. Wonder who my friend Pete. Tap on an item to discover. Let's find this one here. A lock of hair is woven through the comb. On further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver. Photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except old man visiting pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs? He opened, oh my god, that ding. He opened the door, Colonel Sanders' closet, and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. Take one off its hanger and try it on. Really? The jacket is a bit too big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. I'll hug. Breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look on any further, here Colonel Sanders has a new disc that he has been working on, and he wants you to try to act casual. Ask you why you're wearing his jacket. Caught red-handed. Oh. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Wrap the jacket. Forgot to take it off. You decide that now is your moment and you make a big move. Tell him you're cold. You fess up and tell the truth. Confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. Might be developing feelings for you too. But I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way. I didn't think that was what confess meant. Thought we were gonna confess about going through his closet. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. Thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Luna? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. Take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift into dream sequence 2. You awake a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders. Only time will really tell. Today is a day that changes the rest of your life. Your thoughts are interrupted when bursts into the room. Holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. An egg. Overly extravagant. It's meticulous. Ooh, biscuits and butter and a chicken. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. Ooh, a little stuck. Let me take some. Okay. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? Oh? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds. That is... Ew. Confidence, such grace. Maybe the world's greatest gift to cookery? Eh. Oh my god! My favorite white man. Lord. Hi, Tex Lord. Finn, feel free to customize your stream avatar. Flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. Single tear begins to pull in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking? You? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings. You're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door to get home. There's still one more day of school left. After all, the University of Cooking, the University of Cooking School, Academy of Learning waits for no one. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. I didn't hear the sound alert go off, or did I just miss it? On Twitch side, because I don't think I heard it, right? You didn't see like a little image pop across the scene, across the screen. Working yesterday. What the fuck? Alright, I'm still dealing with a little strep throat. My voice is count. struggling. I'm struggling. Let me do the test thing. Where the fuck's the test button? I didn't hear that go off. What the fuck? Well, hopefully that was a one-time thing. I guess it didn't like go off that one time or something. Okay, you get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Oh. Sure, but... You'll not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe it. Since I'd been partnered up with Pop, he asked me to go out with him. Oh my. Of course I told him, better harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that kind of girl. He was just interested in spending one-on-one time together, getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little guy. Long story short, he took me to Seuss' house, and things quickly spiraled out of control. Did CES say Seuss' house as if that's a thing people just say? What is that even referring to? I know, and now I'm not really sure where we stand. Don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night just too much to bear. I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, just emotional connection. Wowzers. Does he fall in love with either partner? I'm not sure. This is my first playthrough of it. I'm not sure if she would fall in love with the bot too. Maybe? If I had picked him for her, but who knows? Welcome to try the game for yourself. It's a free game. Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. You arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they are picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because you know he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. They're talking about a toilet swirly. My god. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have my swirly with Sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. Morning, Bob. For me, it's afternoon. You can get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school? There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful... You got some nerve, Luna, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. Clench your fist, but your injury from yesterday's stand mixer incident makes you wince in pain. With pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Luna, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? Yeah, what are you doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? Hey Jeff, how are you? You love this game? Thanks, it's been good so far. My first playthrough. It's free. For those of you who haven't tried it. Is that the Colonel Sanders? You know it is, in anime form. Ow, thank you for the biddies. Why'd you have to hit me though? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. Also, for those of you new here, forgive me if I take some pauses. I had strep throat over the weekend, and I'm still taking like antibiotics and trying to recover from it. But what was automatic? What are you talking about? Ow! Thanks for hitting me with stuff and candy hearts. I ate a lot of people from another Vtuber called Moonlight May. Wait, you ate a lot of people? What? Ow. I think I tossed that one. Oops. I didn't mean to duck. That's a lot of words. Say, it was bland. Excuse me, Luna. I am more capable than enough to speak for myself. I didn't say those words. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine arts of fine foods. You inside, Luna? Annoyed by Colonel's inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by the interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered from yesterday and start flipping through the pages. No, 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 no. Heck! Ah! That's so mean. Why would you attack me? It's getting better. Still a little strained, but not too much. Enough to make a tickle in my throat kind of thing, like where you want to cough, kind of. It is? I didn't turn it off, so I will have to look into that. But if you go to the little SA control panel, you can customize your character and try the attack from there. I'll have to ask one of my friends why it's not working. I think it works on the little control button thingy on the panel. If you click that, I think. Maybe try using the @ symbol. And oh, I am not on the screen at the moment. Oh, but it should be one on the mobile too if you have mobile. But whoa, that's that book. It looks like bad news. Just something I found laying around here to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. Ah, fuck. The crap. Oh my god, this tablet's off right now. Let me try it myself really quick and then look at the... Am I going over to attack you? Yes, no, maybe, possibly. Where's my bot going? Good spot. Okay, maybe it's not working. You don't have an avatar? Okay, so on mobile or PC, if you're on mobile, go to the bottom left and you can customize your character. There's a little SA symbol. Um, there's an SA symbol. It's like purple, white, and then you can create yours. Should be able to have up to 80 stream avatars on stream. Oh, Jeff. Fuck. I don't see you quite yet. Oh my god, why did it disappear? What happened to it? Uh, uh. There you go. Oh. Well, feel free to follow if you want. It might be set that way by default. Following 2000, I don't know. I don't know how, but I mean, following's always an option. If you don't recognize one of the names, you can always I suppose it's something you have to resolve yourself, but I'll look at the options later, but yeah, I think it is set to followers only, just so I don't have like random viewers like popping in on the stream avatar part. Because this is the perk meant for followers, the stream avatars is. It's just something I found laying around. It appeared to be some sort of grimoire. I don't really believe in that magic stuff. Grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Would spend so much time decorating a magic book, but if it weren't really powerful. Yeah. But whenever you can, you're welcome to. I think you can also like decorate your avatar off stream. I'll be live on Tuesday. Maybe Monday, I feel. I can think of one surefire way to find out. Open to a page covered with arcane warnings, cast only in case of extreme emergency around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming exam. That is way too drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is a bit drastic. But desperate times call for desperate measures. I'm not that desperate. Don't forget to check out Zippity Doodah. Oh yeah, Zippity. Also, Bob, I appreciate the enthusiasm, but I'll shout out people when they come into my stream, of people who I collab with, so please don't go self-promoting people. Zippity's my friend, and he's here now, so I'll shout him out right now, but in the future, please don't do that. It's in the most, like, self and stuff. Hi, Zippity. You're fine. I just don't want like random people who I'm not collaborated with or friends with, like, shouted out and stuff. Zippity's my friend, so I don't mind that. Because I don't want to be people going like, oh, I'm associated with this person who I don't even know, and maybe for all I know they really crappy shit on the street, like random stuff. But yeah, Zippity's a really cute Sibby Dragon VTuber. Got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you. And pretty good excuse to try it out. Got a memory. Okay, be right apart. Don't do it after all. I'm gonna say don't do it. Cause no. You don't want to use the fucking book. You take your friend's advice and you put the book away. It's almost time for class. Here to say I'm Luna friend and she said I'm cute. Of course you're cute. You're the cutest little Sibby troublemaker I've ever seen. Take your friend's advice and put the book. Almost time for class. Sprinkles is ready. It's already in the room waiting for students to arrive. Also, I don't see a lot of people online right now, so if you guys have a suggestion for the end of stream raid, you can just like type it in and I'll check out their page briefly. Here's his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. Cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe. He must be hungry. Reach out for some old homework to give him as a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles happens. I'm not sure yet. Probably after this game, we'll see. If I can find a small game or something small to do, or maybe we can do like a reaction. You can watch like reaction videos. Maybe I'll do that. I work overnight, so I do need to like go to sleep in about 2 to 3 hours. I have insomnia, so I like to try getting to bed early. So if I don't like, I'm gonna toss and turn before I fall asleep. Sprinkle stops in his tracks, focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on cherry blossom on the cherry tree outside. I'm assuming we're coming close to an end because this is like the 3rd day we're on, so assuming another 30 to 45 minutes? I don't know. Follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns barrel and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence, I told you to never come back here. Terrence, I will destroy you, Terrence. Oh my god. Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. Squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? Better not sow your chubby cheeks around here ever again. I'm a dragon, too, Judah. Oh, you're a dragon? Nice, nice. Better not sow your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he turns to his professional tone. Ahem, I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Luna, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before he can go any further, Miriam love drama goes over into the class. Uh-oh. Sprinkles is interrupted by sad whimpering coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. But I miss you. We went on one date, Pop. How can you miss me when I'm right here? Pop's voice quivers as he pleads face to Miriam. Every time I blink, you go away. That's a really cute thing to say. Miriam, what happened between you and Pop? I got her in trouble and now she's mad. I didn't just get in trouble, I got yelled at by Pop's mother. Blamed me for getting him banned from every museum we set foot in. Oh my god. Oh, so that's what you meant by shush house. Pop, we went on one date. We're over. Oh my god. The love. And it meant so much to me that I made this for you. Too hurt to go on arguing, Pop leaves his creation behind and runs out of the room. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was forcing it. But we mustn't be distracted for what lies ahead. Final competition. Slow down Salon's exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. While in the arena. Before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over. How could he embarrass me like that in class, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is delicious, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test, hit the carpool lane, the Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sandal's stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a van's big enough for both of us, whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clink or anyone else you met today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who wouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest. Oh. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. I bet that Professor Dog is going to love it. While you were pep talking, Miriam, completely missed lunch, but that's okay. But that's okay because you had a better idea of how to spend time before your exam. Decided to head to the arena early to practice a disc. I don't know why I'm struggling with that. I know words. This is it, the location of your final challenge, a test of will, test of courage, test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off of Van, supposed man, and his cooler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe working on Luna's famous chicken pot pie. Ooh, that sounds famous. After practicing for months, making this comes in second nature to you, and you're able to get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Luna, what are you doing here? There's still time for the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing the victory. Pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping to hear cooking successes. Usually, happily share your food with anyone hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. Decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Ignore it. There was no sound. Mess up your practices. Sir. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. Quite a ways away. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd better expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell. Not just a pot pie, a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. Mouth is watering. Which reminds me, I have a pot pie in the freezer that I got over the weekend. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? I can smell that it was made with a heaping help of TLC. Under loving care, for those of you who don't know. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't out. Moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. No time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you got. Step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wild, elaborate dishes for their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing 11 herbs and spices. He's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, registered trademark, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at 2 times. At a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy vaccine. Everyone is falling out, really cool and special as they prepare their food. Wow, it's getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wars. Oh my god. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into a tiny, itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend, Baster Blaster. Best friend, Baster Blaster. Van flexes his pectorals as he sops in a sea urchin. Let's rock in roid. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. What the fuck? Even Clink gets in on it. 5 dial pressure point chicken King technique. Wait, when did Clink learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clink and pulls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out, and she is going to use some dark magic to turn tide. You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Did you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Hell no, we're doing it the hard way, bits. Who needs magic when you've got passing? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms. He gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Luna. I believe in you too, Colonel Sanders. Miriam notices too.
Aww.
And I've always believed in you, Luna, since we were little kids because I'm your best friend. Turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're cheering here, who is cooking? Tiny foods, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles.
Uh-huh.
It's the secret ingredient. However, neither of you know that Colonel Sanders made that first ingredient up to throw you off the trail. His secret recipe. Boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards, and the watery noodles begin to swirl. The air, bubbling up into a dark cloud, thickens and conceals for your very eyes. It is I, Eve, the spork monster. Eve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? Spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off. But you have sponsored Eve, and I hate to battle. I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better. You crazy kids, your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? Sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Mind? Steve, the spork monster, notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath. I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed magical items and accidentally summoned me? Huh? Ha, yeah, you guessed it, sorta. You're here, would you mind tossing fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted Top Chef. Actually, you know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. Feel the spork monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. Don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this company. I understand. It's kind of like that in Monster School. I had fallen asleep during a scare tactics class when I woke up. Toss a serious stare at takes the hint. Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered through this setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Summon extra power from deep within yourself. Give up and drop out of... No! You summon the extra power within ourselves. Hi, King Solomon. How are you? What is that? It's a spork monster. Didn't you read? Your hair turns Mac and C's orange as the culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure, my hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for. Go, student. Yes, Luna, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. Power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing for their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. Begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. Turning Super Saiyan? You know that with this power, you can do anything except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked the oven and can't be served. What? Don't worry, dear Luna. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, really impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. Steps up to your station and stands right beside you. Here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese. Time is almost up, so you're going to need it. Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal most delicious fried chicken tenders you've laid eyes on. And besides, some unexpected basins have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting we combine forces we can form perfect? Time's up, students! The time expired. It's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You're doing a great job. Thank you. Must now prepare to present your handful of students stand tall, but the class seems. We're missing some students. Hop, Link. Seems we're missing some students. Hop, Link. Off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only one student. Hey, I'm flying! Sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? I have the closet you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? Someone asked for a wedgie. Who am I to refuse? Thought a wedgie was a salad. Looks like Pop is eliminated from the salad, seeing didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in SAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second, pranks? Pranks? Link? Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? Wait to hear a signature beep or the onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure out that later. That only leaves 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. After days of hard work, time must have been has. It's has. Okay, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and a savory soup. Lies in the miniature food. My word, it's so delicate. Yeah, teeny tiny Naruto Maki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his tiny pink tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste after you put your tongue in it? Oh, come on now. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Now that it took, not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of. I have no idea what that means. It's a good deal. A plus. Rarely do I taste a dish as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed to give a hug. Thank you, Luna, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard and an axe-hewn urchin shell top caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second and different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much. Kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the but he can't get his nose close out of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue poked, prodded. Scouts! Professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to this. Oh. I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified. Yeah, well, that happened. Stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult? Dejected, Van does not gentle into the night. Qualified for glamour? Don't discount the sympathy. I think meant sympathy. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. Time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rose water syrup topped with French ring and connected by sugar glass. That looks good. Tiny. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile, meant to be a displayed piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? So, got toast in your ears or something, Luna? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. Oh my god. Scream. I think there is a scream sound alert. Not to tempt fate here. Sprinkles. I suppose you could smell it. Absolutely insisted, but don't breathe hard. You might disrupt the spiral sugar. Food cannot be eaten. It cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Take that. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. With that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teasing myself. It's the last day, isn't it? You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. Do stuffs? Again, as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Ooh, mac and cheese with chicken and noodles. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. Somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen. You give me this thing, and completely blow me away. My 49 dog of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. So delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, you pass, you pass, and you get a pass. Where are you at? You pass, and you get a pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. New menu item is so impressive, even Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. They gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl. They admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on. How could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated. in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation day. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! Oh, woo! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written school bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. Now that everyone is together, Pork Monster is totally mellowed out. Everyone, Pork Monster is no more. From here out, I'd prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Okay, I can dig the name. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Sure, I'll do that. Thank you, Kelly. Tasty. Rejected student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do. Red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like Hollywood. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? Pops. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for a good reason. Walking the red carpet, you see perched atop dirty Seth's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam, accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could for school's dean. Oh, now I get it. We get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the Chancellor of such and such. Really? I'm just a little lamp. Adorable. Miriam, will you... Pop, asking Miriam, will you be my Lady King? What an incredible turn of events. An offer to join the royal family? It's like a dream come true. You get to be a princess or maybe a queen? I'm not sure if he even knows, but either way, crowns and gowns, baby. I'm sorry, Pop, but I'm not interested. Not now, at least. I've got so much to do with my life. Twist on a twist. So many 3-day universities to attend. Oh my god, that would be annoying. So many tiny foods to meticulously sculpt and then watch get accidentally blown away by a single sneeze. Okie doke. Music at the dance is interrupted by a sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clink, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clink. I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Portal opens up and Clink disappears through it. Oh, crazy. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Also, do you guys have suggestions for any stream avatar accessories you guys would like to see that's not listed on there? I'll write them down and I'll ask my artist to add them in. Always happy to add things in. The accessories. Like the first day you met him, has come prepared to feed fire glass. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. Biscuits, coleslaw, chicken, gravy, and mashed potatoes. The end. No, it's not the end. Everyone feasts on their delicious chicken. Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Luna? I couldn't help but wonder. Was our final exam team up purely an act of strategy carried out by two cunning toughs, or was it something more? I'm afraid I can't answer that question directly. Instead, I'd like to ask you a question of my own. Hey, I have this Ducido? Colonel Sanders extends his hand to you, and you feel a surge of energy jump off the tips of his fingers. His hand, the hand of a master chef, so dedicated to the craft of fine cookery, so tender yet refined, so milky smooth, fingers like finely battered drumsticks, turned in turned in flour, soaked in buttermilk, and dusted with exotic spices. But they do not reach for the tongs, a knife, or even a spork. Tonight, they reach for you. And though our feet may tire of dancing, I believe that this is just the beginning of our steps together. Whoa. Colonel Sanders, will you not only join me on the dance floor, but in the kitchen as my co-chef and partner in both business and in life? You gasp. Could it be? You really saying me? You? Together? Ever since I met you, my dream has changed. It's not enough to simply open the world's greatest chain of fried chicken restaurants. No, even then, my life would incomplete without you by my side. Ah. What do you say, partner? I say, I love you, Colonel Sanders. The end. That's a crazy plot twist. Yes. We finished it. And we got his love. I need to install it. We finished it. Oh my god. That felt nice to finish it. So I feel like the game didn't give you like a lot of options of like which direction to go, because it said, "Oh, you did something wrong. Try again." Like I want to try another dating sim, but Not quite right now, but maybe. The only other ones I can think of. Hold on. What am I stupid like? Made like a made a folder for like dating sims. I don't remember where the frick it is right now. I'll have to ask Nando later. One who got me into like making like folders from.
Mommy uppies?
Did that. Hippity. Yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was pretty fun for me to. Oh, I think I enjoyed it. Right, but it was fun for me to enjoy it. Definitely a little different than what I thought it would be, but not entirely. In some aspects, Judah, look at the small booby party. Oh my. Here we go. I also have Sucker for Love. Sucker for Love, which is Cthulhu and like her sister. Her sister's like a lot darker in terms of how she thinks. I have My Side, or is it Me Side? And I think I have a few other ones that I can't recall at the moment. Oh yeah, Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating game. But I think maybe we'll do like Sucker for Love tomorrow or probably gonna be Tuesday. But if I, you know what, fuck it, we'll do it tomorrow. Wish they make it a small stream or Tuesday. I don't know. I'm undecided right now. Like, do I live my um voice rest or not? Is there anyone live that you guys can think straight in at the moment? Otherwise, I see live right now. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, I have a YouTube you guys can subscribe to, and I do stream on both YouTube and here at the same time. So here's this. If you guys want to check it out. And also, here's my list of my socials. If you look at the bottom of my socials, I have a Discord link there, and you're more than welcome to join. And what did you say? Sleepy. What's Sicey? And I hope to see you guys probably on Tuesday. Very undecided right now, but I usually stream Tuesday, Thursdays, Friday, and Saturday on about 9:30 a.m. CST. If not, it will be 10 a.m. CST because sometimes I run a little late. Uh, Depending if I have to pick something up after work or not. Uh, yeah, that's about it. And I appreciate you guys coming here and following and just spending time with me. Love you all so much. Mwah. Great and Delta. He's playing split fixin' at the moment. Oh my god, this thing takes so long. I feel like Firefox takes a lot longer to do processing than Google Chrome does. Maybe it's just me. But that's what I've noticed. And here is a raid message if you guys want to copy and paste it. You don't have to. It's more like a little cheer or rant, a chant that we can type in as we go into raid. Crimson Delta.